Ruben Amorim, the message is very clear. The message is very, very clear. He is basically telling us to back him or sack him. He is telling Ineos, I will not change. I won't change what I'm doing. I won't change my principles. I won't change my methodology. I won't change my formation. So if you want that changed, you need to change the man. Don't shoot the messenger. This isn't for clicks and likes. This isn't, oh, you're doing it again. The manager said this. So it leaves Ineos with big decisions to make with regards to how long they keep sticking to this vision, this plan, this process that they do believe in Ruben for, which they obviously do because he's still in place, versus when they put a stop to this, when they abort this mission and say, right, this isn't working, we need to go in a new direction. Also, maybe naively of me, but the manager's also saying, I'll change when I want to change. So when's that then? Is that when we're rock bottom, with hardly any points, or when we've gone 4 games without a win? When is that when he would change? So it's all up in the air. And the fans obviously are, I'm not going to say divided, but there's a lot that think one thing and a lot that think the other. So I suppose it is a form of division. Let me know what you guys think. Is it time to back Ruben Amorim and buckle in like you're at Fort Park, draw it down, lock it in on the Nemesis Inferno? Yeah. Or is it time to flip him, leave this thing, and it's never going to work? Let me know what you guys are saying. Big show, big quotes. And just, you know what, Owen? After such a crap game, you said it, didn't you? You said, well, you're either going to get the Ruben of, I'm leaving, or this is not for me, or you defend the players, or you get this, which is, I'm not changing. They'll have to sack me, mate. Like, you know what I mean? You get it.
I was reacting in real times to the quotes yesterday during the full-time view. And I mentioned it. I've reached that phase, when it was like this under Ollie and it was like it with Eric, when they come out after the game and they say what they always say right after the game. And you just go, I'm just really tired of it, to be honest. Like when we were losing under Eric and he'd come out and he goes, part of the process. And you go, Eric, I'm just tired. I sympathize with the person in the chair to an extent, because what are they going to say? There's nothing really they could say come out that's going to make me feel better, because what I've just seen is rubbish. But I'm kind of just tired. I'm tired of, like, after the press conferences, Ruben coming out going, look, I'm not going to change. It's my philosophy, whatever. It's like when Ollie, fine margins. Yeah, but we lost, and in fairness, under Ollie and Eric, it was never as bad as this. You know what I mean? In terms of he's won, was it 8 games in the Prem since he's come in, Ruben? And it's not good. Obviously the real big one was,
it's always that picture. Ruben. Why did you put that picture? It's always that one.
Yeah, it's
always in the rain or rubbish.
Sorry, something.
I'm annoying today. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he even had on his jacket. That was annoying me during the game.
Yeah, it's like chalk or stuff.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it was. But anyway, he was asked about, obviously, his philosophy and what have you. He says, I will do everything I can for Manchester United. This is my message to the fans. I'm suffering more than them, which, to be honest, I think actually did rub people quite the wrong way yesterday. Going and be like, don't say you're suffering more than me.
That annoyed me as well.
Having to watch this shit every week. He also said, I won't change my philosophy. If they being Ineos, want to change, you change the man. And that led to a lot of people going yesterday going, well, change the man then. Because it's basically going, look, I'm not going to change. If you want to change, if you want this to change, you have to change me. Some damning stats from yesterday. Ruben Amorim has the worst win percentage of any permanent Man United manager since the Second World War.
Oh, for God's sake.
Right.
No, I haven't seen that one. I haven't seen that one.
Look at it. I mean, and it's not even like, for all of the people that are going like, well, Sir Alex, you'd have sacked Sir Alex, or, with Ten Hag, like Ten Hag and Solskjaer, Mourinho, and even David Moyes, it wasn't bad as this. Like, it wasn't. This is just, it's not even comparable. If anything, if I was only going to Solskjaer, like David Moyes, Eric Ten Hag, and I was even getting compared to this, I'd be pissed off. I'd be like, I was bad, but I wasn't that bad. Ruben Amorim, you can see here, with just 4 points in 4 games, which was the average in the Premier League for us last season, under Amorim, a point per game. This is Manchester United's poorest start to a league season since 1992 to 1993. We did actually win the league that season, but we got 4 points out of the opening 4 matches under Sir Alex Ferguson, as Opt to describe it there. Misery. When about this record, that is like really, really bad at Manchester United. He says, I accept it is not a record that you should have at Manchester United. There are a lot of
What does
things.
this bit mean? What does that mean then?
There are a lot of things. You have no idea what has happened, but I'm not going to
Right.
change my philosophy. I play my way and I'm going to play my way.
What is that bit there? There has been a lot of things that you have no idea what's happened. Are you trying to allude to some stuff more serious? Like, honestly, I was promised like all this money. What does that mean? What are you trying to say there? Like you just don't know what happens behind the scenes here. You have no idea how difficult it is. Like, are you pleading for some sympathy with the situation? Like it again, it's ambiguous, right? It leaves it open to like, well, what does that mean?
We spoke about this the other day. Like Ruben Amorim, as I said, last season was on a point per game in the Prem, and we finished 15th, worst Premier League season ever. 4 games into this new season in the Prem, not even all comps, right? Let's forget the Grimsby game. That didn't happen. 4 games into this Premier League season, we've got 4 points after 4 games. We are still at a point per game. If you'd have said at the end of last season, this is the worst season ever in the Prem, and your next season is going to start with your worst one in Premier League history, you would go, well, nothing's changed then, clearly, has it? There is a graphic that Dylan and the guys at United District that I wanted to show this morning. I don't know if you've seen this one, Flex, as well. Look at this. These are when Man United have won games under Ruben Amorim, right, since he took charge. 0 in November, 2 in the December, 2 in the January, and then since then, we haven't even been doing more than 1 a month. Since January, we have not been able to win more than 1 Premier League game in a month. How bad is that? That is shocking. I mean, these are like, when I go back to, and this isn't like revisionism of saying, oh, Erik ten Hag was good or Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was good, because it wasn't good, but it also was better than this. We are worse. We are getting worse. We are not improving. And for those that are saying that, oh, XG and we've had shots, and yesterday we had more shots than Manchester City, we lost 3-0. We lost 3-0, and we are not winning more than 1 game a month in the Prem. That is shocking.
When you see it laid out like that, when you see it laid out,
form.
Yeah, when you see it laid out, you go, what are we even talking about and arguing amongst ourselves?
Yeah.
Like, what are we even discussing here? Yeah. How is there when you see that laid out in front of you, how is that the discussion of what? Oh, and if I said to you, yeah, I don't know why the theme parks are just in my head because I just said that thing. If I said to you, we're at Fort Park, you're going to get on this ride. It's got 25% chance of being safe and going back round the thing, and you get to the end and you have a good time. I'm going to give you 25% as I'm strapping you in, as I'm saying, coming on the Nemesis. Just let you know, it's got 25% of making it round. Go on, get him. Go on. Are you going to get on that? Are you going to get on that and believe in that? Like, it does.
Absolutely not.
31. 31. Look. This is just the Prem. 31 games. We've won 8. And actually, when you break down the 8 as well, not that you should even do that because it's single digits. It's shocking, by the way. But when you even break that down for the statisticians, however you say the word, yeah, it's shocking because that was basically the breakdown of the 8, what we just saw on the slide before. So yeah, it's just it's disgusting what's going on. Like, it's so bad. I like, because it's so bad at Man United, it has been phrased as like, so who'd you get then? You can't just change again. You can't do this.
No.
Because what you're saying is, again, I said it the other week on Sky after Grimsby, because that was in August. I said, oh, it's the 19th of August, whatever the date was. We've got to throw away the season now. Fast forward another month, I'm now going back on there, going to be saying, it's the 15th of September. You're telling us to write the season off. That's what you're doing. People are hanging on to the thing that the season's only 5 games old still. You're hearing the same sort of spins, the same sort of XG's high, and it's only 5 games. We'll see for the rest.
Well, we're still X amount of points off top 4, top 5, you know what I mean? And look at, like I said, look at us. Frank, bless him, 5 games in a row we have to win for him in all comps. Like, we're barely winning 1 a month in the Prem. Like, exactly. 1 a month. We haven't won, as it proves that we haven't won back-to-back Premier League games under Ruben Amorim.
He should change his thing to that. He should change his thing to win 1 game a month for 5 months.
Yeah,
and he still wouldn't cut his hair
or win back-to-back Premier League games. He still won't cut his hair.
Actually, just win 2 in a row. If he did that, he would literally still have the same hair.
Yeah,
he'd have the same hair, Owen, just to win 2.
I know it's great, and like this is like there's no way to dress it up. We are in relegation form. We were in relegation form last season. We have started this season off in relegation form. If it stays as is, we get about 40 points this season. That is literally, we are in relegation form.
Big up Tony there, actually, just on that post. He says underneath it, he goes, Tony says, it's embarrassing. Last season, I could at least make sense of it somehow. But it's just not getting any better after the inevitable Chelsea loss that's incoming. I want to see Ineos take action. But just the bit where he says, last season, you could make sense of it. And, that's the bit about, like, you ain't got patience. I hate when people... Because we're, like, one of the most patient fan bases. We get accused of the ones being deluded, thinking that this is the manager's going to turn it around. Too long. When all the other people are saying, look at these Wally Man United fans thinking that, like, Ollie's going to, like... You do realise that's not sustainable. Look at these Wally Man United fans who, finished third, now got Carabao Cup. They think they're back. Me there. Eric guy, you think that, since that February when we won that Carabao Cup was never the same again. Look at these Wally Man United fans who have won the FA Cup but finished 8th. You can clearly see that guy's not the right guy. Look at these Wally United fans that saying, well, this guy's just got to get to the summer. He's got to get his players in. More time in the training pitch. We'll be fine. Hanging on in there. Now this happens. Look at these Wally Man United fans saying, oh, I got high XG and they played well against Arsenal in the first game. It's the same thing.
Or you beat Burnley late on, so now you now you're back. It's like and the thing is as well with it is, and I put myself in this because
I did. Like, I'm part of it. This is what I'm talking about, Macca. Yes,
like KG.
I said we.
KG's right. It's like because it's bad, we have to delude ourselves, don't we? Because you don't want to be negative, right? You don't want to be negative all the time and be like, this isn't getting better. This is shit. We're rubbish. Because after last season, when you've done your worst Premier League season ever, you finished 15th. You're like, just to get through it, you have to be like, well, I suppose it can only get better. But then you kind of have to sort of delude yourself going, oh, yeah, maybe we're not winning games, but it's getting better. And then, you just have to eventually you have to just accept that it's not getting better. And Justin goes, oh, we've lost to City and Arsenal, chill out. But also we dropped points against Fulham. We've scraped past Burnley. Next up we've got Chelsea. And we lost to Grimsby. It's not getting better. And if we had this assumption last season of, but when we play these lesser teams, we'll win. Do I need to get the thing back up on the screen again? I mean, look, he's not. We're not beating anyone else.
How many times did you play City and Arsenal? Was that City and Arsenal every month? Was that?
We're not.
Did we play City and Arsenal in November, December, January, February, March, April, May, August? Did we? September.
Is that what I mean? We're not beating these other teams. Like it's just not happening. We've got to be honest with ourselves here. So Chelsea coming up.
And then, Fergie, this channel's turning into Talkshite 2.0. Well, you tell me the bit that we're talking that's shit. That's not true. Show me. Fergie, you put a chat in. You show me the bit here that's talking shit and isn't true and is made up for clicks and likes and whatnot. Show me. Come on.
Because these are real. Because these are real.
Like, you show me the stats we've made up. Because we're talking shite, remember? So that means you've made it up. It's not real. It's not real life. You're just saying this because you don't like the manager. You show me where what we're saying is not true.